Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Éver Banega. Éver Maximiliano David Banega is an Argentine professional footballer who plays for Spanish club Sevilla FC and the Argentina national team as a central midfielder. He started his career with Boca Juniors and signed with Valencia in 2008, where he remained for several years, appearing in 162 official games and winning the 2008 Copa del Rey. After joining Sevilla in 2014, he conquered consecutive Europa League trophies. Banega won an Olympic medal in 2008 with Argentina and appeared in 3 Copa América tournaments, helping the team to the final of the 2015 and 2016 editions. Boca Juniors. Born in Rosario, Santa Fe, Banega came through the youth ranks at Boca Juniors, reaching the first team at 18, and winning immediate recognition thanks to his passing average and his performances in the Primera División. After teammate midfielder Fernando Gago moved to Real Madrid in January 2007, he was named as his successor despite his young age. Banega made his professional debut in the 4-0 win against Club Atlético Banfield on the 10th of February 2007. On the 1st of April, just a few matches afterwards, he was given an ovation when he left the field. Valencia. On the 5th of January 2008, Banega signed with Spanish side Valencia on a year deal, for a fee of around €20 million. He made his debut on the 13th in a 0-1 loss at Atletico Madrid, coming on as a half-time substitute. Banega was loaned to Atletico Madrid for 2008-09. He made his official debut as a substitute during the Colchoneros 3-0 away win over PSV Eindhoven, in the first group stage match of the season's UEFA Champions League. However, he failed to settle in the team's starting 11, also being sent off in away draws against Villarreal's Ciudad Almería. Following his return from Atletico, it appeared that Banega was to join English club Everton, but a move did not materialize due to problems acquiring a visa. He subsequently returned for the 2009-10 campaign and assisted both goals in Valencia's opening game against Sevilla FC. He scored his first goal for the Che on the 17th of January 2010 in a 4-1 success over neighboring Villarreal. Banega played 28 matches in 2010-11, as Valencia finished third and qualified to the Champions League. On the 19th of February 2012, however, he prolonged an existing spell on the sidelines. He had recently returned from a knee injury after he was run over by his own car. As a result, he fractured his left ankle and broke the tibia and fibula in his left leg, according to Valencia team Dr. Enrique Gastoldi. He required ankle surgery, going on to miss the remainder of the season. The club only confirmed that the player had been hurt in an accident involving his own car after leaving training. However, Spanish media had reported that the injury occurred when he failed to put the handbrake on at a petrol station and, after the car moved, his leg was caught between the wheel and the curb. On the 31st of January 2014, Banega was loaned to Newell's Old Boys in his country until the end of the campaign. Sevilla. On the 19th of August 2014, Banega joined Sevilla for an undisclosed fee, crediting his decision to move clubs to manager Unai Emery, who had managed him at Valencia. He made his official debut 4 days later, replacing Aleix Vidal for the final 20 minutes of a 1-1 draw against his former team. On the 27th of May 2015, Banega started for Sevilla in the 2015 UEFA Europa League final defeat of FC Dnipropetrovsk at Poland's national stadium, being named man of the match in the process. On the 11th of August, in the ensuing edition of the UEFA Super Cup, he scored the fastest ever goal in the competition through a third-minute free kick, but in a 4-5 loss to FC Barcelona. Even though he had been deemed surplus to requirements the year before by the same manager, Banega continued to be an undisputed starter in 2015-16, netting 9 times in 46 competitive appearances. He played the full 90 minutes in the Europa League final, won 3-1 against Liverpool. In his very last game for the Andalusians, the final of the Copa del Rey on the 22nd of May 2016, he was sent off for a 90th-minute tackle on Neymar in an eventual 0-2 defeat to Barcelona after extra time. Internazionale. On the 16th of May 2016, it was announced that Banega would sign for Internazionale as a free agent, with the move being made effective on the 1st of July. In his first interview, he stated, "I'm very excited to play for a club like Inter," adding, "I cannot wait to play for Inter." He was officially presented on the 12th of August, being given squad number 19. Banega made his Serie A debut on the 21st of August 2016, starting and playing 70 minutes in a 0-2 away loss against AC Chievo Verona. On the 11th of September, at newly promoted Delfino Pescara 1936, he provided the first goal of Mauro Icardi in an eventual 2-1 comeback win for the first 3 points of the season. Banega was named in Inter's Europa League squad, starting in their first match against Hapoel Beersheva FC, which finished in a 0-2 defeat at the San Siro. He scored his first goal for the Nerazzurri on the 2nd of October, but in a 1-2 away loss to AS Roma. During the first part of the campaign, Banega started mostly, but was also benched on occasion, which led to rumors of a possible move in the winter transfer window. On the 5th of March 2017 he returned to the starting 11 for the league match against Cagliari Calcio, assisting Ivan Perisic and scoring himself a free kick in a 5-1 away success. 1 week later he netted his first hat-trick as a professional, in the 7-1 home thrashing of Atalanta BC, which set a new league personal best, at 6 goals. Sevilla return. On the 27th of June 2017, a mere 13 months after leaving the Ramon Sanchez P1 Stadium, Banega returned to Sevilla. He was sent off in his first league game in his second spell for allegedly insulting the referee, immediately after being booked for committing a foul in the last minutes of the 1-1 home draw against RCD Espanyol. International career. Banega was selected for the Argentine under-20 team, alongside Sergio Aguero, for the 2007 FIFA World Cup in Canada, appearing in all 7 games in an eventual tournament conquest. Soon after joining Valencia in January 2008 he made his debut for the full side, in a 5-0 friendly win over Guatemala on the 6th of February, which he started. During that summer, he appeared for the nation at the Summer Olympics, helping conquer the gold medal. In spite of a solid season with Valencia, Banega was not selected for the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa by manager Diego Maradona. He was however a member of the 2011 Copa América squad, playing the first 2 group matches as the hosts reached the quarter-finals under Sergio Batista. On the 26th of March 2013 he scored his first goal, finishing a Clemente Rodriguez cross to equalize in a 1-1 draw away to Bolivia in the 2014 World Cup qualifiers, but was not chosen for the squad that appeared in the finals. Banega was selected by coach Gerardo Martino for the 2015 Copa América, starting in the team's opening fixture against Paraguay in La Serena. He was one of 2 players to miss his penalty shootout attempt in the final, a 1-4 loss to Chile, with Claudio Bravo saving it. Banega started all the games in the Copa América Centenario in the United States, lost 2-4 in the same fashion to the same opponent. Previously, in the opening match of the group stage, he had scored in a 2-1 win over the same team, also setting up Angel Di Maria's first goal. Style of play. A tactically intelligent and versatile playmaker, Banega is mostly known for his technical skills, dribbling ability, quick feet, vision, and accurate passing, which enables him to retain possession, dictate the tempo of his team's play in midfield and create goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates. Although he is usually deployed as a central midfielder, he can also be deployed as an attacking one. Whilst at Boca Juniors, he operated as a defensive midfielder, or as a deep-lying playmaker due to his creativity, work rate, and ball-winning abilities. And he is also an accurate set-piece taker. Banega's former Internazionale coach Roberto Mancini said of him, "Banega is a midfielder who likes to mix it up a lot. He can start by playing off the front man and drop deep to pick up the ball. He plays for Argentina, he's got quality and charisma and I'm sure he'll be very useful to us." Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?